So the other day, after I made my ghetto poutine, I still had a taste for a mushroom burger. So I decided to make mushroom burgers. To start things off, I've got one shallot and chopped it on up, as you can see here. After chopping up that shallot, I went to town on a couple of cloves of garlic. All right, there goes that pound of ground beef. Threw in those shallots, some garlic. I'm going to mix it all up. Make sure that you don't overmix. Just want to make sure that all the ingredients are well incorporated, and once they are, you are done mixing. And after that, going to take that meat and make about 3 patties. Then I'm going to melt about 2 tablespoons of butter. Throw in a little bit of olive oil. Let that all heat up in the pan. Then next, I'm going to throw in those mushrooms. Give them a good toss. Stir them around. Make sure that they're all coated. All right. Now that those mushrooms have cooked down, got a little bit of Better Than Bouillon beef base. Throw in a couple of splashes of water. That's what I'm doing there. Put it back on the stove over the heat. We're going to cook and make sure that all of those mushrooms get coated with that mixture. It's going to add a wonderful beef flavor. And we'll just cook it all the way until that liquid is gone. And once all of the liquid has evaporated, we will take those mushrooms, pour them in a bowl, and set them to the side. And then up next, gonna be the star of the show. Gonna throw in those hamburger patties. Now the patties that I have are pretty big. They're about 1/3 a pound. So we're definitely going to take the spatula and smash those down so that they won't be so thick. And once we get through smashing them, we'll add a little bit of salt and pepper. Really simple recipe, doesn't call for a lot. That's kind of like a set it and forget it. You're just gonna wait for it to cook on one side and get a nice bark. And then you flip it. And in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to come over here and put some butter on these buns, a very, very light layer, a thin layer of butter. We don't need it thick. All right, back over to these burgers. I'm going to throw some mushrooms on top, making sure not to pile it too high. Up next, we're going to take that Sargento baby Swiss cheese. Y'all, when I tell you that cheese is just melt in your mouth like butter, smooth, delicious. And we are going to throw it on top of these burgers. Take a foil tent, put it over, let that heat get to it, and voila. I love how that cheese melts. All right, now we will take those lightly buttered buns and put it in that skillet after we have wiped it out and emptied out that grease so we can grill those buns. You want them to kind of look like that. And there you have it, the mushroom Swiss burger.